Wow, Sunday, September 8th already. It was a very rainy and cold night. However, this tent that Bamboo was letting me borrow did a great job. I'm dry, I'm warm. You can see I slept in my puffy with my beanie on. It did get down into the 40s. But today, in the next several days, should be sunny and in the 60s. So I'm looking forward to getting some big miles done in some great weather. And we're right outside Bear Mountain. I'm going to hit Bear Mountain early this morning, and should be an awesome day. We'll get some great views of the Hudson. I'm on Highway 9 in Cortland, New York, about to cross the Hudson River. So just got out of the woods, and I think the bridge is right around this corner. I see the bridge support. Fun fact about the bridge, these cables aren't being continually inspected. I'm sure they're inspected on a regular basis, but they're being continually monitored for breaking using mics. So these cables are mic'd up, and if one snaps, they hear it, and then I guess they fix it. And I believe that's Bear Mountain. To be honest, it don't look that bad. I guess when you're acclimated to 4K, that 2K, I think it's just over 2,200 feet. Ain't that bad. I've been up it a few times, and I've always kind of been winded when I got up there. We'll see how it goes today. I'm kind of curious to see what super hiker mode compared to just coming off with no trail legs is the experience. So we'll find out in a minute. Appalachian Trail, first opened October 1923 in Bear Mountain, Harriman Park, maintained by volunteers of New York, New Jersey Trail Company. It's not 10 o'clock in the morning yet, so the zoo is closed. I guess there's a trailside zoo where you can actually see some bears on the trail. But we're going through the Blue Blaze to the Bear Mountain State Park. That energy from the sun. I'm excited to head up Bear Mountain. That's wild. There's vultures right there. It's just on the dumpster. Those things are ferocious looking, scary. Watch out! Bang! Well, they're not afraid of me. Let's go over and inspect. I really wanted a coconut bodega bar, but guess what? These things cost $4. I ain't paying $4 for that. On to the next. There's an inn here. I think they might have breakfast. Maybe I get a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. So that was cool. Just ran into Fish Boy again. He got a big project. Notification of a big project, aka a lot of money. So he is going to come off trail, do this project, and then bank a bunch of dough so he can hit the trail whenever he wants next time, for however long he wants next time. So I'm sure it's bittersweet for him, but it's the right move, and he's gonna come back out here and start flying on these trails again, I'm sure, soon enough. So it's good to meet you, Fish Boy. I know which one you would get. Alright, let's find the trail and head up. Welcome to the Appalachian Trail. Hopefully it just ain't the welcome thing. We got 1403 to Georgia. Alright, let's make some moves. Puncheon? What? What? I had no idea that was the name. Puncheon? Puncheon? And then Bog Bridge. Check that out. I'm learning so much. Corduroy. Corduroy? What? Just call them logs. Stepping stones. Okay, that makes sense. An open culvert. Wow. And we call this a bridge. Hey, there we go. At least I got one right. And then what's this one called? Rock splitting. So that's how they do it. That's cool. Is there anything else around here? Crib wall. It's a retaining wall. The trail education is immense. I think I learned more in 30 seconds than I did put on the whole trail. Uh-oh, there's more stuff down here too. Step style, and then I don't know, climbing something. Trails are built to take people where they want to go. That is true. Thank you to the trail builders. Much appreciated. Thank you to the volunteers who maintain them and the employees who are out there making it happen. Is there more stuff over here too? Stone paving. It's pretty cool. Just learned that these bridges are made of black locust, which is a native species here. And the reason to use black locust is because it resists rot for 100 years. It's a pretty strong piece of wood. The stonework here is amazing. The stairs, wow. You just keep going. But it's pretty awesome that they put so much thought and work into this. Really great job. Definitely super hiker mode engaged. Just taking those steps 2 at a time. Flew up here, feeling fan-freaking-tastic. I'm probably in the best shape that I've been in since the 90s. It's wild. I feel like a superhero. Alright, Bear Mountain. Not as tough as I remember. So let's head down and keep making our way through New York State. AT Southwest Mountain this way. There's the tower, top of Bear Mountain. I was just over there. Now I'm over here. It's amazing how I feel like you teleport almost. It goes by so fast sometimes. Pretty sure that's the Palisades Parkway. And I think that's the infamous road crossing here on the AT. So we're headed down to the Palisades Parkway. It looks like it's decently busy today. We'll see. I think that's where we're going. Okay, this is a little scary here. I guess we'll just wait, be patient. Palisades Parkway is even busy on a Sunday morning. There's a big median in the middle, so I just gotta wait for the right timing here. People want a bridge. I mean, those cars are flying by, and it did take a couple of minutes of waiting to find a break in the traffic. Yeah, super busy day. I'm across. Well, it took a few minutes. NYC 34 miles. Now, where's the freaking trail, though? Ah, I see it. Okay, here we go. Back into the woods. That's what's been used to mark this detour. And it also reminds me, special announcement, I booked my ticket to fly to Japan with Miriam in just about a month. So I really have to make sure I'm hitting these miles. You know, people are like, oh, why don't you take your time and enjoy it more and this and that. Like, nah, got a deadline. So I will definitely enjoy it, but I am gonna make sure I'm pushing to get at least 20 miles a day in so I can get the trail done, if not as close to done as possible, before I head back to New York to pack up and then head over to Japan with Miriam. Show up on the action cam, but that's New York City. Talk about Beauty and the Beast. It's a pretty iconic view on the ET right here. So I can see barely the top of the Freedom Tower, and then there's those crazy tall apartment buildings over 100 stories. But amazing. Only 30 miles away. I think that's a deer right there. Let's see. Yep. Staring right at me. Huh. Very cool. I always see deer. Not too many bears out here, but there's sure a lot of deer out here. So I don't think I'm gonna have too much trouble finding a stealth camp. I'm gonna walk on for at least another hour. Over 800 miles solo, feeling fan-freaking-tastic. Yep, right there. Hello, how are you? You having a good day, dear? Bye, dear. Oh, you have a friend. Your friend is right in the middle of the trail. Alright, let me put this away and we'll get a selfie. I see some dogs down there. No collar, no owner. Hope they're friendly. And then there's a little drop right here. And I was like, is this the trail? But yeah, there's the white blaze. So let's see how we get down it. I'll put the camera away. It's a little crevasse here. Let's see. Or do we just go over and around down? Oh, I guess you climb down this way. Camping and campfires not permitted. So, not permitted. Wonder what happens if you get caught. Do I get a ticket? Do I get to haul me off to jail? Who's out here patrolling? I'm gonna roll the dice. I think that's gonna be the spot. There's just a lot of people out on the lake still. I'm gonna wait till people start leaving and then I'll go set up my tent. But let's go see who's still here. It's gorgeous here. And then look at this. That is big enough for my one-person tent. And if the sun's setting in the west, that means that the sunrise is going to be on the east. And I think we need to stealth camp here. And it's going to be incredible tomorrow morning. It's incredible right now. My dog friends are back. The husky went right in the water. Went for a swim. Oh, there's a big water snake right here too. That's not good. Well, I don't know if it got on the video, but there's definitely snakes in this over here. I don't know if they're poisonous snakes, water moccasins. I'm having second thoughts about putting a tent right there. I don't know. Do water snakes stay in the water, or do they come on land and they have a home over here? I'm not sure. Maybe we'll just continue to roll the dice and hopefully don't crap out. There. See his head popping up? Yep. Let's see if he comes up on land. He's watching me. I can't tell if that's a poisonous one. Let me know if it is. Besides the snakes, this is one of my favorite spots to have dinner. And tonight dinner consists of beef top ramen and these amazing garlic parmesan pretzels. And for dessert, I think we're gonna do a Butterfinger. But look at this. I mean, how lucky am I to be out here? It's gonna be a great spot to meditate later. Looks like there's one car in the parking lot and they're out there, probably them out there fishing still. Good morning. It's 6:15, Monday, September 9th. The sun's coming up over this little hill as I stand on the shore of this little pond. Currently 43 degrees. I don't know how cold it got last night, but my 50-degree sleeping bag, my shirt, my thermal, what was that in the water? My thermal and my puffy were just enough to keep me warm. But if it got any colder, I don't know what I would have done. Something's flopping around in the water here. Let's go see. Maybe it's that big snake again. What do you think? There's the bubbles. Can we see anything underneath? Nope. There's that beautiful sun. And it's coming up over the lake right now. And coming through the trees. It's going to be an amazing day. I think it's going to be high 65 and sunny. But this deliberate cold exposure that I'm doing, I think it's just like a cold shower or an ice plunge in the morning, because I'm being bold and starting cold. Nah, that was me. I got distracted by the sun coming up and I didn't see the white blaze offset to the top right, meaning I need to go up the mountain, and I just kept walking straight, and then there's arrows on the trees, so my bad. I need to go up this way. 87. I've been on this road countless times. Now every time I look at this overpass, I'm going to think about this journey on 82. That's so cool how it changes how you think of things instantly. Peace out, Harriman. Alright, now I've just crossed Route 17, which seems fairly busy here on a Monday morning. And I think there's a memorial here to, hopefully not a hiker that got struck trying to cross. Who this? R.I.P. tanker. It doesn't say. Interesting. Alright, let's see where I see the white blaze over there. Another white blaze over there. I hope those are white blazes. They don't look like the typical white blaze. They are horizontal instead of vertical. That was not fun. There's that curve. It's like a blind curve. These cars are flying. And there's no marking on the outside of the trail. So even though it's across the street, you can't see sheep. So that is not a good intersection for hikers. You need to work on that. I can definitely improve by making it more visible and maybe having a little slow down there. I think I'm back in the whites. I'm bouldering uphill. All right, who can spot the white blaze? I didn't. I walked right past it. So here it is. It's on the ground. Nothing on the signs, and that's where we're going. I just filtered some pond water. I don't know, it's still got a tinge to it. Yeah, it's just murky water. So let's give it a shot and see how it tastes. Pretty good. Tastes like coffee, because it is. Now I'm happy I didn't filter that scummy pond water. I'll finish up the coffee and then fill up with this Trail Angel. Dropped off. I don't see any sign of who left it. There's nothing on it, but thank you to the Trail Angel who left that, and it's very much appreciated. I know the water around here is pretty scummy. So I'm moving a little slower than expected today because of things like this. Just rocky steps, but instead of going 2.5 miles an hour, I'm a little under 2 miles an hour right now. So it's just going to be a longer day. Still trying to get to Jersey, which I think was a 24-mile day. But we're making our way. It's absolutely perfect weather, and it is beautiful. Guess what day it is? It's Monday, so they're closed Monday and Tuesday. I'm tempted to go and use the free Wi-Fi. Do you think it's still on? Is it worth the mile? I don't know. There's also an ice cream shop coming up in about 7 miles, and I haven't had ice cream in a minute, and I'm thinking I deserve some ice cream today. So let's just go get some ice cream. They also have a charging station there, but no Wi-Fi. So, oh well. This area must be close to some residential areas. I saw some people on the trail and a couple of teenagers live action role playing. So they'd be LARPing out here. Didn't expect to see it. Kind of came up on them and they're just standing there with swords, dressed in their outfits. But interesting day. Love that it's a hilly day. There's been so many stairs today. It's gonna keep these legs looking good, keep me in shape. Still trying to hit the 20 today. It's just gonna take a little longer, but I'm enjoying it. Some big boulders. Nice. I think the trail goes down through them. That's pretty cool. I like changing it up a little bit. Yeah, very cool. Let me put the camera away so I don't drop it down one of these crevasses. Outcrops right there. Just came from there, and now we are headed right up there. It's cool. Somebody put some lawn chairs up here, but this is what I'm up to. That is a creamery, and they have ice cream and a view. So I'm gonna go over there and get some ice cream, charge up. I see a water faucet. We're in good shape now. I got about 8 more miles to go, but this will be a nice little recharge. Thumbs up to Belleville Farms, Belleville Creamery, Belleville everything. Hiker charging station, hiker water station, and they're supporting the ATC. All good. They are pretty amazing. Check this out. This is the Great White Way, which is white chocolate ice cream with raspberry swirl and dark chocolate pieces, with a Belleville bog scoop at the bottom, which is chocolate ice cream and fudge swirl and brownie dough pieces. Amazing. I'm sure it's gonna taste as good as it looks. I need to go sit down over here though. Back on the trail, got another 6 miles to go, and then we can check New York off as we enter into Jersey. Wow, it stays flying by, and that last stop for that delicious ice cream, so amazing. I have to say, I've been to a lot of ice cream places, but that one, man, that just hit different. I don't know if it's a hiker hunger or if it's just because it was so good. The ice cream there definitely had more of a creamy texture to it, and super flavorful. You can tell it was handmade, homemade, with a lot of love and creativity of the flavors too. Absolutely delicious, so worth the stop. It's been 819 miles since I summited Katahdin. That's awesome. Also a big fan of choose happiness versus the kindness one. I think there are some times where kindness isn't always the best approach, but happiness is. Choose happiness. I'm feeling that. Now, there's a town that's a mile down the road. Do I stop at that town to resupply? I think I'm just gonna resupply tomorrow. I got enough food for dinner and a breakfast bar for tomorrow morning. So about 10 miles from the border, once I cross the border to Vernon, New Jersey. So let's push ahead. I'm enjoying running this ridge. That has to be the Hudson. Can't see the city from here though. A ladder? I haven't seen a ladder in a long time. All right. I don't see the skyline of the city anywhere. Maybe I'm not looking south. Maybe there's a higher point that we're supposed to be at. I think I see the writing on the ground that indicates I am moving from New York into New Jersey. Wow, Jersey is my 12th out of 14 state. The only states that I haven't set foot into on the AT are West Virginia and Maryland. So I don't know, I'm excited about Jersey. I have some, I guess, expectations in my head from what people have said, but I'm gonna try to shake those and come at it fresh and embrace what it has for me. So I'm gonna try to find a place around here to throw my tent. I did see some fresh bear scat on the trail, just about 30 yards from here. I'm not thrilled about that, but we're gonna do it. We'll be okay. All right, let's look for a spot. I think this is the site. Looks relatively flat, and somebody did put mints on the pillow, so I feel like I'm at a 5-star resort. What a deal. What a deal. All right, I'm gonna get set up here for the night, then I'm gonna get up real early because tomorrow I'm trying to go to the library in Vernon and upload some of these videos. So it's gonna be a long day, so I better get some sleep. I had to toss everything in a tent. Wow, just setting up the tent, I got eaten alive. Kicked off my shoes and now there's a swarm of mosquitoes around them. Bamboo, I appreciate your tent being easy to set up, and it has this mosquito bug netting all around it. So I'm good to go in here. Whew, they were biting like crazy. Look, they're trying to get it right here. I see why nobody camps here. It's not even an official site. I mean, an unofficial site. This is just plains of mosquitoes. Good morning. It's very early. It is 4:13, Tuesday, September 10th. And the weather is, it's 52 degrees. Feels like it's 52 degrees, and the low last night was 45 degrees. The reason I'm up at 4:15 in the morning is because I got some big miles to cover today, and I have either an opportunity to go to the library and upload some videos. There's also a Taco Bell about halfway to where I want to get to, and then there's a farm again. And I'm leaning more towards the farm. So ultimately, I want to go to a place called Unionville, which is 21 miles ahead. Mile going south, 848.3. So I got 21 miles to do today, and I want to stop for at least a couple hours at lunch, so I'm gonna get up early. So it's 4:15. My body's saying stay under this nice warm blanket, but that's not what I was meant to do. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get up and get it. 5:15 in the morning. Let's see if we can get our 10 by 10 in. First glimpse of the sun today. Right there. I've seen countless beaver dams and these beaver created ponds, but I've yet to see a beaver. Are they nocturnal or something? You would think that with all these beaver dams, there'd be a bunch of beavers at least that I'd see in the water swimming, or I don't know, building the dams. I haven't. Anybody know why? Let me know. Park office. Let's check it out. I like the sense of humor. Nice outdoor aesthetic. Suddenly I want pancakes for breakfast. Made me think of Poet's Pancake Cairn back, wow, over this point over a month ago up at Shaw's in Monson. So maybe it'll be some pancakes where I'm stopping. You think if I open it up, a snake's gonna pop out? One of those joke snakes? What does it say? They scribbled something out. Oh, let's see. Oh, it's just a hiker logbook. I don't know why there's a hiker logbook out here. There's no shelter. Oh, interesting. But not that interesting. I'm moving on. Jersey, you're pretty rocky. Didn't see this coming. Slow me down, but I still think I'm gonna get my 10 by 10 in. Let's go. Wow. Really? Okay. I see the trail down there, and this is just a straight up rock face. Is this really the way? Huh. Wait a minute. Is that a white blaze over there? Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, that's a little sketch. We got some stairs though. Boom, right over there. They had a sign on the little trailhead bulletin board that they also have cider donuts, which cider donuts in the fall, it's right up my alley. So let's go see if they have them fried up, and we can do that for breakfast. And then I have my alarm set for 10 o'clock, so it hasn't gone off yet, so I don't even think we're at 10 o'clock. But I'm curious to see if we made our 10 by 10 with all those rocks in the way. All right, Heaven Hill Farm. Got some good photo ops. The Halloween theme is awesome. I'm a big fan of people who've got the decorations out. Feeling the vibe. Strawberry rhubarb. I love strawberry rhubarb pie, and it's 50% off. All right, we can resupply with some pretzels. I may not even have to go into town if I can find enough resupply for one day here, which I think I'll have no problem doing. Definitely can eat some apples. Maybe I can hang out here and have lunch as well too. Wow. Alright, I'm not going to need to go into town. I'll see if they even have some Wi-Fi. Oh, we're good for the resupply. We are really good for the resupply. They got burritos and everything. Alright. I wonder if they got a grill they'd let me use to grill up some elk burgers. But, wow, this is a hidden gem here. Surprised it's not talked up more. Soaps. Honey, apple butter, tomatoes. Wow. I could definitely find everything I need to get to town later today. And they got the chips to go with it. Oh, so good. $9, reasonably priced. I like that. Maybe we'll have some of this for lunch. Pumpkin butter. Wow. Okay, it is 10:02 and I just got some goodies to eat, but let's check the success of this 10 by 10. Okay, we are at 9.92 miles by 10 o'clock. I'm gonna count that as a 10 by 10. I got no place to go other than here, and I'm not gonna walk around here for a 0.08 of a mile. But check this out. I have cider donuts and coffee. Absolutely delicious. So this is my breakfast. I'm gonna hang out here and probably have lunch while I get some work done. The only thing here that could possibly be a little bit better is if they had public Wi-Fi. But maybe there's a purpose for them not having the public. It's all good though. This is absolutely a perfect stop. I ate 3 of these. Well, this is my 3rd one. I think I'm gonna go back and make it a 6-pack. They have so much good stuff in there though. I got my eye on that strawberry rhubarb pie at 50% off. So for $5, I think that might be my lunch. What the heck are these? Wow, they're kind of creepy looking. Are they supposed to be goat? Or the antlers must have fell off. I guess they're reindeer, but the antlers fell off. And then I was gonna go get a picture in the chair, but it's blocked off. Oh well.
So you get the hiker hunger.
Oh yeah.
And it just, when I first started, I wasn't eating that much on trail, maybe like struggling to eat 2,500 calories. And now it's like I can't eat enough.
Strawberry rhubarb pie hits the spot. Heaven Hill pure apple cider.
You guys through hikers? Yes, sir. Going south, going north? South.
Wow. Oh, I love the taste of apple cider, especially on a fall day like this. And then a fresh farm-to-table peach. Sweet to mildly tart ginger. That's you, Mary. I couldn't resist. I had to try them. They said they're unique to them. So cider donut chips, and then a bag of barbecue chips for the road, and then the ginger apple. So I'm good to go. This is a great stop. I got 12 miles. It's about 1 o'clock. I think I can make it happen, no problem. So we're headed to Unionville. That's exactly how you roll into town. No extra food. Been seeing those things my whole life, never knew the name. A gazing globe. Go figure. I thought they were just beer balls that somebody painted over. You guys know about them beer balls? FX Mad Brewing, Utica Club. First impressions. Interesting concept. I'm a fan. They really just dehydrated and then toasted the donuts. Delicious. Just had a nice lunchtime chat with a fellow Sobo, a true Sobo. He started up, I think he mentioned July 17th. His name's Crash, he's from Florida. His luxury items are 6 pairs of socks. He says he loves that fresh sock feeling. So hopefully our paths will meet again and I'll crash into Crash later down the trail. Thank you, Heaven Hill, for a great little stop off here. Got 12 miles to crush out. Feeling very refreshed and rejuvenated. I love little pop-offs like this. Back on the trail. All that in a bag of chips. Look at this view. There's some cows over there. Oh, they can't come over. I was gonna try to call them over, but they got a fence. Not so dirty Jersey, unless this is built on a dump. I don't know. Don't smell like it. Maybe. Ouch, ouch. Jeez. Ow. This bog is infested with mosquitoes. It's a good reminder that I need to move a little bit faster. I'll put the camera away. These birds are going nuts over here. I think those are sparrows or maybe swallows. Must be bugs in the air or something. I mean, I believe it. There's so many bugs around here. That's a nature preserve out there. I'm not sure what this is. I definitely know it's not a hunting blind because that's a nature preserve. I have my delicious ginger Miriam apple. Absolutely delicious. And it rivals Fifth Ave Market. There's some really big trucks here. Wow. They love their big trucks here. Them V8 supercharged. Amazing. But this sandwich is so delicious. And did I mention I got all of that food for $10? What a deal. They also had the strawberry shortcake, but I got that last time, so chocolate eclair this time it is. Dessert, and I think I'm about to head over to the park and throw a tent. Unionville Town Park allows campers. I filled out a little permit form at the general store, and here I am. Gazebo, the porta potty was cleaned with toilet paper. Okay, I'll go for a spin later. I didn't know they still had those things for kids. Wow, it's old school. I remember this. Those little bouncy things, swings. You can shoot some hoops here, and then it's quiet. This looks awesome. And I got the moon. So I got to find an area that's a little bit shady and flat. There's some shade right here. There's some shade over here. I'm just wondering if I want to be in the freshly cut grass. But it's Q Park. I'm happy and grateful that they allow hikers to do this. So shout out Town of Unionville, much appreciated.